Yeah.
Go for it,
It's gonna be a
Monica.
concert of nothing but weird songs. This would be great.
With that picture of you peeking over that hill by the water, right?
Exactly.
That sounds good. I'll roll with that. We got some guitar playing, or is that some of that weird music?
That would be Rasim on the guitar.
All right, let's do this. Let's do
You
this.
see it? I unplugged everything.
Okay. All right, let's see.
Maybe we're just hearing the we're hearing the guitar itself, not no amplification.
All right. Nice.
Yeah,
nice.
What we call that acoustic.
Yeah, that's it.
He's playing stuff you can listen to with your regular ears.
Oh shit! DTM is live on Behance.
Guitar playing.
Yeah.
That's some of that weird music. And we have music by Tom LaRock.
That would be.
Wow.
So let's see.
Ooh.
My
Hey to your last name, Tom, and then instead of D-Rock, you can be LaRock.
do you
It's true.
Let's do this. Yeah, there is a little bit of a hiccup, and I think it has to do. Yeah. Okay. Cool. All right, we're looking good. I'm sharing to a
It's like
couple
a Photoshop blend
places.
mode.
Everybody share.
I'm seeing your countdown. Then.
Good.
Yep. Yeah, that's it. The ghost of you in front of the cartoon of you.
Yeah. The ghost of me in front of the cartoon of me. I like that. All right, let's see. Share it one more time, and then we're ready to go. Let's see. DTM. Let's do it in DTM. And they do it in Vector Maestros. So there is a little bit of skipping. I think that's because this computer over here is downloading stuff. Stop downloading stuff, computer. You're hogging up my bandwidth.
Bandwidth hogs.
Yeah, it's trying to download Photoshop and Illustrator. All right,
Is it the Mac?
Yeah, the Mac. Yep. So it's in the same network right here.
DTM is live on.
There we go. Boom. All right, so we're ready to go. We got 1.5 minutes. 1.5 minutes, everybody. You gotta stand behind the screen, in the backstage, and go like this, and say "Happy face."
Woo.
Happy face.
You're funny.
Yeah.
Hello, everyone.
Hey, Christine.
Christine. Woohoo.
That's how you show up.
Yeah, you made it on time.
Of course.
He's out fighting snow again today.
Oh, Lord, I'm so tired of this.
All right, cool. So less than 1 minute. And that should be done soon so it can stop interrupting my flow. Let's see. How does it look here? What do you guys see on Behance? Is it stuck?
The fade.
It looks good for you guys.
You're superimposed on the cartoon.
Yeah, I think I saw. All right. So.
Hey to your last name, Tom, and then the cartoon is superimposed on him. Whichever way you want to put it.
Is that the way it is?
It's buffering on my end there.
Oh, okay.
Hey, Dory. How's
Okay.
life?
Weather's kicking my butt, but I'm here.
Yeah.
Are you taking anything for it, Adobe?
Only natural ingredients.
Okay, let's go. Let's go.
I was gonna,
I don't know
gonna
what's.
recommend the product.
It's a lot of audio happening. Let me go ahead and turn down a couple of things, and let's get started. And hopefully the video is playing well. I started doing other things and I shouldn't have. I clicked too many things at the same time, and that's what we were talking about earlier, is breaking stuff. And so I'm not trying to break stuff when I go live, but I can't help it. I can just click, 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 click. In any case, I am Delta Tango Mike. Find me on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Today is another day for some live streaming. I wanted to work on some sketchable artwork because it's Monday, and I think Mondays I want to do sketchable on the surface. But I did not finish my artwork that I started on Saturday. And I wanted to knock it out this weekend, and it didn't happen that way. However, before I jump into what we're going to draw today and finishing up those overlays, I want to show you some of the stickers that got here already. There it goes. Look at that. That is Odarilorian. And so I got 50 stickers here. I'm going to send out some of them this coming week. I have other stickers that... It is the way. And then I have some thumbs up stickers, and so they're round stickers, 3x3. And if you stick it upside down like this on something, then it's a thumbs down. There you go. Word up. And then I have one other stickers that got here today, and that is my I like to draw sticker, and there it is. Everybody had a hand. Everybody on Discord had a hand on how I put that together for the round sticker. That was the purpose. That was it was to get this design into a circle, and everybody gave me some feedback, and that's the result. Now, how do I get some stickers, Dan? Easy. Barely an Inconvenience. Anybody know? Anybody ever watch that YouTube channel? That guy's funny. Anyway, he always says it's super easy, barely an inconvenience, and you have to watch him because he has a funny face and a funny way of saying it. In any case, that's my joke. All you have to do is join the Discord, look for that channel that says free stickers, and pinned to that channel is the link to where you can drop your address into the message on that page and send it off to me, and I will get it. I'll see your address, write it down. I write it with my own hands on an envelope, stick some stickers in there, put some stickers in that envelope, boom, send it your way for free. It's all free. So there is still time because I'm waiting for one more sticker. I'm sure it'll get here in the next few days, and once that sticker gets here, and I think that sticker is a sticker on my face. It's a Bat Dan. Is it Bat Dan? No, I already got that one. I'm waiting. I ordered 3, and I can't remember what that other one was. I forgot. I'll look it up. I am waiting on one more sticker. One of them, yeah. One of them made the cut. I forgot already. I have to pull out my stickers to see. They're over there somewhere. And I have to look. In any case, I ordered 5 stickers this month, and so once I have all 5 stickers, I'll start putting them in envelopes. And if you have sent a message with your address, a physical address that I can mail these stickers to, then you will get some free stickers. But you have to go through that link in the free stickers channel on the Discord. You click on it, it pulls up. It's just a form. You type in your name and the message and the address, and that's it. And then hit send, and it's done. All right, so here we go.
Dan,
yes.
Before we get started, please, can I ask everybody that's on Behance right now to check their Behance? Just to see if they're seeing the same things I'm seeing. It looks like you just started, but it just took a while to get in.
It took a while.
Yeah, there's like a minute or 2 delay on Behance.
A long delay.
I noticed that too.
Oh, okay. Y'all, so it's not just me. I just wanted to see before you went on and you're doing it for nothing.
No, right. Oh, there it is. It looks like it's kind of... Let me see.
You just started the introduction.
Mm-hmm.
Refresh your page.
It looks good. visually.
I've on 2 computers and refreshed them both. It
Oh, yeah?
seemed like something was going on.
Let's
That's
see.
why.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's 8:17 p.m. right now. And when I see that, let's see how long it takes. Yeah, it is, and it looks like a little draggy, right? It looks like a little slow.
Yeah.
And there goes the stickers. Now I just put up the stickers, so that is a long time ago. All right, well, let's see what happens. Let's see what happens.
Ooh. Okay.
Blame the Mac.
Yeah,
Let's
it's
do it.
the Mac. Blame it on the Mac. Yeah, blame it on the Mac. Now the one on Facebook, I think is stuck or it's stopped.
We got some.
Let me see what happened. Any case,
Oh, there it
that's
goes.
my joke. All right, so Facebook is working. Okay, cool. All right. Just checking a couple of things here to make sure we're good to go. Boom. How to get started. And let's close out things that we don't need so that the computer does not drag. Don't drag, computer. Don't drag. What's up to Steve on Behance dropping messages in the chat. Steve, D, RB, Monica, Christine, and Odari. The usual suspects. Oh my God, that's the usual suspects.
We are indeed.
All right, so let's
Good name
get
for us. Great name.
That's a great name, huh? The Usual Suspects. Yeah.
I love it.
That's a great film too. I'm
One
going.
of my all-time favorite movies.
All right.
So good.
All right. Yeah, let's talk about some movies also. Movies. What are your favorite? All right, boom. All right, now somebody is banging. Who is that? Here we go. Okay, cool. So let's get started, right? Man, look at this, y'all. See, I'm working with a background image, a box where you can see me, and then a box where you can see what I'm gonna draw. And what I'm gonna draw is what I started drawing the other day that I need to finish drawing now. And there was a test during the Friday stream. And so now I know what I need to do to make adjustments. And before I even go into it, look, we were watching. Some of us were talking about Fresh Cake's video, and how he did some trick. And so, but I'm a big admirer of Fresh Cake's art style. And I said, well, why don't I draw one of my selfies in Fresh Cake style? And that's what I did, and there it is.
What a great idea.
Yeah. Use the.
That's really cool.
Thank you. Use the lessons that other artists share to create the artwork that you like for yourself. And I've been doing that forever. As long as I've ever watched a tutorial, is what I like to do is to follow the tutorial along, but instead of using the source files that they provide you, I use my own files. Instead of using the pictures that they give you to use, I use my own pictures. That way, at the end of the tutorial, I end up with something that is more me, and I learn at the same time, but I end up with something that's more me than just following along, learning something, but it's still like that's the practice artwork or something. So there we go. I like that, and I did that. So there it is. Now let's get back into work. Dan, let's get to work. We're gonna put in some work. Da-dun, da-dun. Oh, and look, I have the brush. The brush is there. Dun, 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 dun. I did. So I went through. I went through Fresh Cake's video, and I found that exercise, and where you can create your own brush, and that is hardcore. All right, let me show you guys.
Whoa.
Let me show you guys the lesson, the little trick. Okay, so let me make a layer, clean layer. In this layer, I'm gonna just select the color, and let me use I'm gonna use my vector brush, and I'm gonna use that purple. So let's make a purple. Come on, let's go big. Sure. Purple, and then I'm gonna use another color, like the dark purple. And then I'm gonna I need a fat line. Let's see if that works. Yep. As a matter of fact, let's go like this. Boom. Right? Because I saw somebody on Instagram who did that also, did that little technique. All right, cool. So let's see if I remember all the steps. So I got my source. This is the source of my brush that I'm going to use. Now I get the eyedropper tool. Long press with your finger on your canvas to access the eyedropper tool. Oh, that's right. Long press while the touch shortcut is enabled to eyedropper multiple colors. While the touch shortcut is enabled. Touch shortcut. All right, anyways, let me see. And I think, there it goes. Oh, I know what it is. I need to, so when you select your eyedropper tool, there's going to be two different settings. One is just select it's going to select the color, but the other one is going to select the mix of colors. So let me go like this. There it is. There it goes. So right now I have the second setting that is selecting a mix of colors. I got that. That's what I want. Now I go into my regular pixel brush and turn that off. Give me a new layer. And now, look at that. That's crazy. There goes my signature. I ran out of the page. Do this again, man. Boom. Let's go. Let's sure. Let's try that. Boom. That's crazy. So it's right here. It's become a color that you can choose. I did one before that I was playing around. And there it goes. And so basically it's very simple. All you have to do, I can't clear this layer. There it is. All you have to do is create the mix of the colors that you want to use. Then get your eyedropper tool. Is that little eyedropper looking thing. Move it to where you want it. I want it here. Make sure you have the second icon selected. This thing lives over here on the side. And so you just make sure you select the second one. The first one is just going to select the color right in the center. But the second one is going to select that mix. There it is. That's what I want. Multiple colors. You can see the little on the right hand side, multiple colors. And you know what I forgot to do is put on my touch thingamajig. Show touches. There it is. So there you go. You can see what I'm touching. There's multiple colors right there. All right, now I get the brush that I want to use, the pixel. And there is another technique that I forgot to look at. Let me see. There was a technique that he showed where you can kind of tilt it if you wanted to. But I don't remember where that is and how you get that. In any case, there it goes.
You have to go into the brush settings.
Oh, to the brush settings right here. Is it there?
Up where the little
That
it looks like the little equalizer bar at the bottom for you.
Oh, that's right. The settings down here. That's right.
Yeah.
You're right. Good answer. And the angle. There it is. The angle. You're right. There it is. Thank you very much. I think that was Golden Rose.
Yeah. You're welcome.
Thank you. But there it is. There you go. So you can tilt it if you want to. Boom. Look at that. It's crazy. That is insane. So anyways, there you go. So that's it. That's how it works. You make sure you have a bit of colors that you want to use. And then you use your eyedropper tool. You select that second option where you can, what's it called? Does it have a name? There is a name.
It's even better than when you use contrasting colors to do so.
Right. It's better to use contrasting colors. I want to use these little, the Adidas stripes. That's me. That's what I want to do, RB. That's how I want it. And then pixel brush, and so that when you select the pixel brush, it has to be that hard round. Like, I don't know how it works with the others, but that's what they did in the exercise. And so I'm like, okay, I'll go with that. Because what happens if I use a different one? Ooh, look at that one. And what about this one? All right, that's going to look like that. Oh, that's not too bad. It's still hard. Soft round. Ooh, that's crazy. Yeah. Uh-huh. Yeah, they don't look as impressive as that first one. And you can change your spacing, angle. There goes the angle. That like that. Cool. So now, new layer. Turn that layer off. There goes the new layer. Let me change the size. Bam. That's crazy. That's my signature. So anyways, yeah. That's what you get by hanging out on Behance, is that you get to learn all types of cool little things. And that's what I learned the other night. I was like, yeah, that's cool. So now I got to figure out how I can use that in my art. At what point is that going to bring something extra to what I do? All right, what's up to Preston, Sharon, Juan Camilo, and Tamika? Yes, you guys are in the house. Thank you for stopping through. Sabrina Price, nice. Thank you. All right, let's get to it. Okay, so what happened here? Well, a whole lot of things happened last time, and I need to move along and fix those things and do this better. So first things first, I am going to get my paint bucket. I'm going to get a color. Boom, fill it in. Vector, yes, thank you. Grab this and go like this. And so I know this is 1920 by 1080. And this is Golden Rose is everywhere. She's logged in on Behance also. We have a cool crowd right here on Discord if you want to join us. All right, so there it is. This is the size of what I need on my screen. It's 1920 by 1080, at least in terms of proportion. And so when I do this, so this is my way of keeping track of the size that I need. And so I'm going to have to redraw a couple of things. So let's turn that off. Let's turn this off, turn that off, turn that off. Oh, that's not how you turn it off. Eyeball. Cool. Eyeball. Boom. And now let's go over here with this. Let's take it in there. Go inside. Got it. So now it's time to redo a couple of things. I need to redo this. And let me see there. Yeah, let's redo that and move this guy. Now the cool thing, so I'm glad I kept this guy by himself, who is a version of me, because Tom said you need to move that guy over. So he's gonna kind of be creeping from right behind this thing. There we go, like that. I like that. Okay. Yeah, I'm sure. I'm pretty sure. All right, thank you. All right, done. What I am going to do now is do some erasing. Erase the bits that I don't need. There we go. Let's change this. And so I'm making some adjustments to the drawing because when I tested it last time that we were live, there were some things that did not work. And so I need to make it work. And one thing that came up was that the area, the space is too narrow, and 2, the angle's too hard. So I need to fix that angle also. But I also needed to move this guy out the way a little bit. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm making sure I can get this some of the composition right. And that's what you have to do when you're thinking of your artwork and where's it gonna go. You know, if it was just a regular drawing, just a drawing. And I mean to say regular, but just, if it's a drawing that you're just drawing for yourself, that's cool. You do what you want. Straddling the past and the future, says Golden Rose. So you can draw whatever you want. But when you start thinking about, well, where's this drawing going to go? What is this function for this drawing? Then you got to start testing your drawing idea. And so then through the testing, you realize, oh yeah, the angle is off, or it doesn't look as cool as I thought it was going to be. And so now that you know what's going on with this drawing, now you're gonna have to clean it up, fix it, rearrange the composition, all those different things. And that's what I'm doing now. So let's go ahead and get rid of some of these things. Here you go. Boom, boom, boom. What's up, Rasta Mind? How are you? And yeah, let's get rid of that. Yeah. And that's a conversation that we've had most recently. Tom and I, and then Rasta Mind was in the conversation. Monica and Adari were there the other day, and we were talking about where does the art, what happens to the artwork when after you draw. It should kind of go somewhere. It should be somewhere. There should be somewhere for the artwork to live. I want to live my life, and so you have to look at your artwork like it has a life. It exists. You made this. So what's up with that? And that's how I feel about my drawings. There we go. Boom. So now that I know what I want to do with this art piece, and I tested it, now I make the adjustments. And so there it goes. Bam. Okay, this is a line right here that's messed up. Let's fix it. Yeah. Very cool. What's up, Rastaman? He's joining us on Behance. Oh yes, we got cool people. The usual suspects are in the house. All right, so there we go. I got what I need here, and it's good to go. So that shape is letting me know that, you know what, you want to have your let me move this around too. You want to have your area, the canvas. That's kind of like your limit for that canvas. And let's bring that down here somewhere. Oh, I already have. There we go. Let's set it down. Just erase this part right there. So there. Oh, all right. And I want to do that. Boom. I like it. I like it. Very cool. Just clean it a little bit. Just shave it off a little bit. There we go. We're also going to move my picture because I want to keep my picture, but it's not going to look like this or have that little frame like it's hanging. It's just going to leave it right there. Yeah. Because, that's about all I can do. Deselect. And let's draw around it like this, actually. Got this line. Boom. Get rid of that. Boom. Nice. There. So I got a Bat Dan picture just sitting down there.
That looks great.
Thank you. Cool. All right. So now I got to work on this canvas. How is it? All right. Let's see. What's up? What is everyone working on today? Good question, Monica. What are you working on today, y'all? Go ahead and drop it in the comments. I do want the angle still. There we go.
Just dropped this interesting thing in the comments. The post yesterday from Kyle T. Webster showing a completed animated thing done in Fresco. Hand animated.
That is crazy, isn't it? Like, that's a lot of drawing.
Soon to be coming to Fresco as a as a new release.
Oh, is that right? I need to play with my Fresco then. There's some animated stuff. What?
Oh, you probably have it now yourself, Dan, because you get the stuff early. So.
Yeah. I just haven't had time to play. I've been busy. Oh my god. Yes. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know it was coming. I thought he did something because I did some animations with Procreate and Fresco. I actually did some animations with Fresco, and but it was the way I drew it that then I did no, not a live stream. Oops, sorry. I hope I didn't lose it. No. What I did was I exported. There it is. Export the time lapse project. So I did a drawing, and then by manipulating the layers and then exporting the time lapse, I was able to turn it into an animation.
Okay.
Yeah.
This looks like he's done it just like with hand animation, maybe 2 or 3 or 4 mainframes or whatever, and then some tweens, and then whatever else you do to do proper animation. But it looks good. It's like a little ninja. He comes out of the back and jumps up front with swings his sword, and off comes a head.
Yeah, that's cool. Yeah. No, that guy got skills. That guy has a ton of skills. There we go.
I suspect we'll see it on Friday when he does his master class. He'll say, "Guess what? Here's animation. Watch this."
Yep. Kyle T. Webster is awesome. He is the main artist behind a lot of these brushes that we use today. All right, let's get rid of that little bit. Oh, yeah, let's go there. Come on. No, it didn't want to. Sometimes it cooperates, sometimes it does not. Bam. Come on. Uh-oh, it might be my iPad or the tip. What's happening here? Like I was talking to y'all earlier, I was like, I'll try to break stuff. So I can tell when there's like a little bit of deviation from the things that I want this thing to do. It's like, because I know how far I can take it, as I've tried it already. Does anybody try to break software or hardware to see how far you can go with something?
No,
Every time I turn my computer on.
From the time you turn your computer on?
Every time I turn my computer on.
I was going to say, I don't have to try at all. It just does it all by itself.
Just think about it and it happens.
Oh, yeah. And now, if you got to sit down and be in a hurry. Be in a hurry and try to do something simple, and that is guaranteed.
Yep, absolutely.
I just have bad luck like that. It just happened.
Oh yeah, it happens. It just happened. I don't know. What was it? What were you doing?
Don't know. That's the thing. It just happened. I probably did it, but I don't know what I did.
Yeah, you did it. With you, Odari, you did it. You did it. It was you.
Exactly. Yeah. And I totally believe that.
I know what you did last summer. All right, let's turn that off and see. So now I can turn off that black gray shadow. And now I have exactly the space that I want. And I don't know why I didn't think about doing that before. Before I was like, oh yeah, let me make a canvas and it's going to look cool. And then I tested it and I was like, ooh, that's not right. And then afterwards, like, yeah, this is how I'm going to do it. I'm going to measure without measuring. I'm just going to get a shape and then use that shape as a guide to make this thing here. So, is that right? What are y'all watching? Somebody's watching something.
Watching you draw.
Yeah, it's okay.
We're definitely watching you draw.
But somebody's watching something. It's okay.
Dan, has anybody ever on Discord live streamed in vertical mode?
I have.
How'd that go?
It was fun. You were. I don't think I knew you then. It was. I was demoing Adobe Fresco on the iPhone.
Oh wow.
Yeah, and so it was vertical, like because of the phone, because of the way Fresco works. You could do
Very
it sideways,
cool.
but it's not gonna look cool. And so yeah, it was all right. It looked cool. It looked cool, but of course, you're not using a whole lot of the space in the screen. It's a lot of blank space. So Preston, he says he's finishing up a few overlays as well right now. Nice, Preston. Yes. So you're definitely gonna go live with your artwork, right? Is that what's happening? You're gonna jump on the internets and woo-was with your skills. Woo-was? What is how would you say that?
Both were good.
But it's good enough. Good enough.
Hey, Dan, I've been noticing you're erasing every one of those lines instead of using that shortcut that you showed us last week.
And that's because some of these lines, they're not on the same layer. And so the lines have to intersect. So if they intersect,
that makes sense.
then you can do that. But if they're not in the same layer, then when you do the trick, it's gonna take out that whole line. And so anyway, I still have some habits of doing things in one layer and then do something else in a different layer. Because even without that shortcut, it's easier to just go ahead and do it in different layers, so it's faster, and you don't have to worry about the touch modifier. But yeah. That's a good observation. It's like Monica's like, you're doing it wrong.
Sure, just keeping you on your toes.
Thank you. Monica's like, you're doing it wrong, Dan. Dan last week showed us.
Stop, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah. And like the other version of Dan told us what to do, how to do that. You're not the real Dan. What you do with Dan? All right, here we go. Cool. I don't know if I should do this here, but I kind of feel like it. Oh, yeah, there it is. Just some lines. Boom, and there we go. All right, so then we got the little coffee mug, some markers, my name. Boom, the canvas is there. We're good to go. Now it's time to color things in. Okay, so we're still cool with that. This guy has to move. Nice. Odara says, I'm working on character design for Jack Jupiter on paper. Him, his friends, and the bad guys. He's going back in time. Odari's using paper. There we go.
That's the stuff that used to come from trees, right?
Yeah. They used to cut down some trees and mash it up, or it might have been like the wood, leftover wood. You mash it up.
The wood pulp.
Mm-hmm.
Ain't no school
Still
like
the
the
best
old school,
thing
y'all.
to use.
It's still the best thing to use, Odari.
Yes. I'll post it later and show you.
All right. Now, what'd you say, Rastamine?
Said there ain't no school like the old school.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Ain't no.
Sometimes I think you got to take it all the way back, you know?
Mm-hmm. Show us where you at. Where your skills at.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Last year, I spent a great deal of time teaching an artist how to do tattoos. And so she brought me her portfolio. It's like, oh, that's cool. Beautiful work. Amazing, talented person. I don't teach people who can't draw. I don't teach tattooing to people who can't draw. Like, I don't want to teach two things, tattooing and drawing. I'm just not going to do that.
Right.
And so, but she definitely had immense talent. And I said, okay, here's how we're going to do this portfolio thing, though. You're going to put down the iPad, and you're going to have to draw on this paper pad and sketchbook. And That's where the struggle was, because we get used to the smoothing of our drawing lines. When it comes to digital, we get used to the undo. We get used to, I can throw a
What was the
gradient here.
difference?
It's hand control.
What were you seeing?
Hand control.
So what were you seeing? Give us an example of.
I was seeing
what
perfect.
she was lacking.
Right. Okay, so I was seeing perfect shapes, perfect gradients in the digital art.
Right.
You know, and that's awesome. You know, that's why the tools are made that way, and you expect that to happen because it's digital, right? Perfect lines and stuff. And it's like, okay, well, now what's it look like when you don't have technology and it's just here? The work is right here in these bones. You know, where's it at? The muscle memory, where's it at? And of course,
the real organicness of it all. You know,
right. You know, now it's about muscle memory, hand control. You know, and practice, and so we had to go through it. And of course, awesome person. She didn't complain once. Did not fight me on the digital versus traditional. But that's an example of, you know, sometimes you do have to take it into the traditional route to strengthen those skills. And then people ask me, and right now I'm not paying attention to my line work. It's like it's ugly or very uneven. I'm cool with it. But there's some drawings that like it's super perfect and clean. And then people ask me, how'd you do that? You know, what app was that? What brush was that? And I was like, I don't know. I was just drawing. Because that's how I draw. Because I've been drawing for a long time. And comics have been my inspiration all my life. And so some of that line work that you see in comics is like, oh my God. You know, what were these people doing?
Oh, yeah. You know, I grew up like skateboarding and surfing, but the idea of between comic book art and then also like just graffiti and street art. I love those two things, how they combined and really kind of my conception of art is a lot like that too.
Right. But that kind of art takes a lot of practice to build that skill. And you see graffiti artists and they stand in the wall and they go like this. And you're like, that is a super straight line. How'd you do that? You know, like what? And that is not an app that's going to show you that. There's an app that's going to help your artwork have that clean look. But that app is not going to be helpful to you when you have a wall to work on.
That is artistic perfection, dude. Perfection.
Yeah, perfection, sure. And I'm not one of those guys who are like, you know, digital versus traditional, which one is better and stuff. It's not about that, but it is about, you know, that's where doing the traditional is where you're going to then see where you're at. Where are your skills at? Where are you with your talent?
I call that just carrying a big quiver. And as far as I'm concerned, you know what? The more tools you have, the more arrows you can pull out to approach a problem, the better. So
I agree.
To flex on pencil and paper, or being able to, you know, I have this saying, show up and blow up, basically.
Right.
No matter what the situation, no matter what the tools, we got to do something. Man, we'll just make it work. You know,
right?
We've got everything inside of us to make it happen.
Correct.
So let's put this together. Let's figure this out. And so that's the epitome of that, is being able. The more tools you have in your little quiver, man, the more you can just show up and blow up.
Correct. That is true, and that's a good way to look at it. Is that we're not knocking one thing over the other. It's just that once you have that talent locked in, you know, that skill locked in, it doesn't matter what medium you're working in, that talent is going to take you through any medium.
Yes, and even inform, actually, paper will inform your work digitally, and working digitally will inform how you mess with the paper. They actually kind of give each other a little bit of little perspective on the both, too, when you work in the different. So.
Yep. That is true.
Right. Now the digital, I feel like it's making my pencil work better. Because naturally I'm attracted to the paper, and my wrist and my flow, whatever, automatically on paper. But it's like trying to do the same kind of work on digital is different. So you produce a whole new style by drawing on the apps. I think. I mean, both ways I enjoy.
Yeah, when it was time to draw digitally, it was like my brain could not grasp it. It was like something's missing. I don't understand what I'm doing. Like what's happening? There's like a switch that you have to have in your brain. But that's it. That's where if you have the experience and gotten your skill level at a particular point, you push through that new medium and you rely on your skill. You rely on what you know how to do. And it's like, well, when I'm working with paper, if I do it this way, it's going to come out a particular way. I already know that way. So now let's see how that translates to the next thing. And so that's very helpful. It's very helpful. What are we watching?
Who's got a TV on in the background?
Yeah, I hear it too.
Come on now.
Steve. RB said to always blame Steve.
Oh, Steve.
For some reason, it's picking up the radio now. It wasn't before. Okay.
You can listen to the radio and listen to us. You just got to turn off your microphone.
Right.
Have you tried that noise suppression button to see if that works?
It does. Normally, when there's music on, it's fine. But when somebody else is talking on the radio, another human voice, it's going to pick it up.
Oh, yeah. Right. And Steve is a man about the world, wants to know what's going on in other parts of the world. All right. That's cool. We can dig it. So there you go. Just a little bit of conversation about traditional versus digital. And Preston says, I won't woo anyone with my mediocre skills, just changing my gaming overlays over to fit art. Oh, okay. May have to tweak one now. Oh, it wasn't for your live streams, digital art live streams, it's for your gaming live streams. Okay, cool. Yeah, those gamers and their overlays are insane. There is like so much going on. And I think my stuff is lame sometimes. Like, just one color and some text. And then you look at the gamers overlays. It's like, dang, there's all kinds of stuff happening. Like, if you sit there and stare at it long enough, you come up with a whole story just looking at it. I like that. Sometimes I want to draw like that. And sometimes I want to draw simple. It's like, can I just make a drawing that is simple? And then I start drawing. I said, okay, this is going to be a simple drawing. And then halfway through it, I forgot that it was a simple drawing. And I'm going all in. I'm going crazy with it.
But if that's your style, then you got to stick with it. That's what you do.
Yeah.
You do you.
I do me. That's right. Yep.
Absolutely.
You got to do it. This is how we do it. This is how we do it. Yes, there's no way out of it.
In my head now.
That's it. You got to play it. There you go. Go ahead and turn on some YouTube and play it and watch it. This is how we do it. I can't sing, but if I did, I would be singing all the time. All right, so we got some reds, some blues. I'm working my way through colors. Don't have a real plan for it. I'm just kind of drawing colors, and this is my process. Like I don't have one way of working through a drawing. I go with what I feel at that time, and what feels right, and it's like, okay, we're gonna do that. And then sometimes I may start with just the shadows, and sometimes I start with the colors, and and just let the artwork talk to me. It's like, cool. Tell me what to do here, drawing. What's next? But when I'm live, the pressure's on to create something. It's like, And there's been moments when I'm frustrated. It's like, the drawing is not coming out. And I'm still smiling. It's like, hey, everybody, what's happening? And then my head is like, this is ugly. You just roll through it. Roll through it. This is how we do it. But yeah, I have an art style that I got used to. It's influenced by comic books. It's influenced by movies, anime, cartoons, everything. And it works for me. I like it. But sometimes I look at other artists' work, like the fresh cake piece that I did earlier. Another selfie of myself, because I always need another selfie. And I was like, I like that, but I'm not going to draw one of Fresh Cake's characters. I'm going to draw myself. What would that look like? What would it look like if I did a drawing like that?
Wait a minute. Hence the inspiration for the little tiny dots, the tiny little solid dots?
Yeah.
Ah, that was great. I love the tie-in.
Yeah, I showed it to him too. I ain't just take his idea and say, hey, look. Nah, I tagged him in it. We're in a Discord for streamers, Behance streamers, and so he liked it. And but yeah, that's what he does with his artwork. You know.
No, I saw it. I picked up on it, and I just left it at that. I didn't think anymore. But now that you mentioned it, and like you put in there as a tribute to the inspiration, I think it's super cool.
Yeah. Thank you. Yep. There you go.
Let's do it. Let's reset the room here. We are live on Behance. We have had 86 people come through so far since 8 o'clock. And we are live. We have 21 people in the room right now on Behance and a handful of us in the voice chat. You're welcome to join us in the voice chat if you're listening to us live on Behance by clicking on the link just below the video here. And we are on Discord all the time. Come join the channel and get your tips and inspirations and be part of a really cool community that Dan has created here.
Yes, come on in. It's free. It's free. We don't charge nothing. We just like hanging
vectors.
Out. What? Like vectors?
Yeah, free like vectors.
Free, like my homeboy Mexifunk says, layers are free. It's free. So yeah, it's free to join, just hang out. And you know, right now I think one of the reasons why we get along so well in the Discord is because we're all here because we like art. We like to draw. And we like seeing good artwork happen. And the situation with the world has kept us all here, unable to move on with our lives and be out in the world. And so having the ability to hang out somewhere, then even if it's online, but you're hanging out somewhere with other artists and that creative energy, and then you see some of the posts and the work in progress that everybody's posting, and you're like, yes, you feel good about it. Thank you, Christine says, if you're watching, give DTM a thumbs up. And then Tamika put a thumbs up. Thank you, Tamika. I appreciate that. Yes, leave a thumbs up, y'all. All right. So this color is close, but not what I want. Let's see what happens. It's kind of browner. That's okay. And Tamika, well, next time you go live, I want to make sure that we have a Discord channel set for you so you can have a conversation with people. You let me know. There goes personification with another thumbs up. I appreciate it. Imagine having a group of people to talk to. There you go. Will do. All right. There we go. All right. I'm cool with this. Let's move on to some blues. Over 90 people watching, but only 12 thumbs up. Oh, man. It's okay. They still love us. Let's see. Let's go there. Boom. I got to do some blues. So in the character of the other overlays, the character that's behind this picture, is he here? Yeah, he is here. Let me go. Let me click on that. Boom. This guy back there. There's not a lot of detail because it was for an animation idea that I had that I still haven't gone back to play with. And I will. I need more time. Somebody needs to add like 10 hours to the day. 10 hours that are uninterrupted by anything other than art. That'd be nice, right? Like if we could just change time and say the day is now 34 hours a day, and but 10 of those hours you're spent doing art, and it doesn't count against nothing. It doesn't count against your sleep, doesn't count against eating, doesn't count against anything. So there you go. If I had more of that time, then I'd work through some of the other projects that I have. In any case, let's try that. I do have an animation I want to get back to. So we'll see how that goes real soon, one of these days. Come on, it needs to be blue. Alright, that's a little dark blue, but I'll roll with it. Yes, Will Cherry, how are you? Yes, you can stream on Behance. I think it's the applications are open. They're always approving new people. You will know that you can stream when you visit your profile, and there's a thing, there's a little plus on your avatar, and it says that you can stream, go live or something. I forget the words that it says. And you should also receive an email that says, "Hey, you can stream now." And then your Adobe Fresco and your Adobe Illustrator will have a little symbol like that have the words here under that little export, and it'll say live stream, start live streaming. So it's like boom, so you can start streaming right there. And I'm already streaming.
I can take a picture and post it in Discord.
Yeah. There you go. Everybody should stream. Everybody, the whole world. Because your art style is going to be different than mine. Your conversation is going to be different than mine. And the stuff that you have to share about your work is definitely different than mine. Because none of us draw the same or draws the same things. As a matter of fact, Tamika is on the chat, and she streams drawing with Fresco. Oh, she's on the Discord too. And she draws with Fresco. But we don't draw the same stuff. We don't even use the same brushes. We don't even draw for the same purpose. Like everybody has their own style, their own subjects, their own ways of doing things. President says be right back. Will Cherry says I've been streaming from Twitch, but I like that you can do it from your account here. Yes, and here it's a lot of artists. It's all about the artists. So that's a big deal. I was thinking about doing some brown on the fingers, but I'll just go ahead. Bam. And as you can see, I'm just jumping around. I don't have like a master plan. And I change my mind a lot. Go for what you know.
Dan, when you draw specifically eyebrows on a close-up of the character, do you flip the canvas upside down so you're pulling the eyebrow lashes up toward you in a more natural way? Just curious.
Let me see. What do I do? Oh, yeah. There's no eyelashes here. I probably go like this. No. It depends on the size and where I'm at. Sometimes I do want to bring it to me.
Bring it to you.
Bring it to me, babe.
James Brown voice.
Oh, okay. I was doing the Rick James. Give it to me, babe.
You were doing Rick James.
Yeah, sometimes I do, but it depends on the line and how long the line is, and do I need to be careful? Like sometimes I don't, but sometimes I do. I don't know. It's just it's a feeling. But yeah, I try to keep the strokes, brush strokes, in the direction towards me, so that way, I can see the line where it's going and what I'm doing. And I think something's happening to my pen because it's not doing the drawing the way I want to. And those look like vector brushes even though it's not. Which ones? The ones that I'm drawing now? These are all vector brushes. They are vector brushes, Tamika.
I thought you were in Sketchable.
Oh, no. I'm supposed to. Today's a sketchable day, but I haven't finished my overlay, so I'm in Fresco.
Got it.
Yeah. Yeah, no, the paintbrush in sketchable does look solid like it does here with these with the vectors brushes in Fresco. There we go. Let's get this. Make that darker. And do the beard. And but I like Sketchable because I can use like real sharp brushes like this one, like they're similar to this, but then I can also come in, which you can do in Fresco too. You come in with some blendy brushes and colors. Sometimes I do want a gradient. Sometimes I do admire the work of other artists that it's like, oh, I like how they smoothed that out and it has this look, and I want to do it too. And so then you have to use other techniques and brushes to get that effect. Oops, not that one. There we go. Let's go here. So like if I'm gonna do that, there you go. Bam. But this is not a serious line as much. Now if it was a woman's eyebrow, then I'd probably take my time and turn the paper this way, turn it that way, and get
that's
it right.
What I meant. I meant the woman's eyebrow. I didn't mean one of your. That's what I meant.
Yeah, and I didn't think about it when you asked. Because I'm like, man, me, I'm just going to do it however I want to. But then when I'm doing girls or, a woman, it's like, oh, because if it comes out wrong or off, my wife's going to be like, yeah, we don't like seeing that. It's like, if you're going to draw a girl or woman, then you got to pay attention to some things. Like, okay. All right, there we go. Boom. But if I'm drawing myself, I'm like, hey, that looks good. That looks good. I like it. Okay, what's in here? I think I might have did a thing for nothing. Oh. What is that? Oh, that is that white. Okay, cool. And then, sometimes you can experiment and just try different things. Say, yeah, I'm used to doing one thing, but I'm going to try another. All right.
I spent many days in the beginning jamming up Adobe Illustrator, experimenting when I would push an effect button and it would make 1 million anchor points.
Yep.
Did not like that.
And sometimes Illustrator would complain, be like, are you sure? Because this is a high resolution image. You should probably scale it down. I'm like,
the
no.
warning box.
Yeah. And I'm like, Illustrator, you just do what I tell you to do, okay? Can we
You just put your chest out and say, no, thank you. You don't scare me.
Yep. And click that little checkbox that says, don't remind me again. Don't interrupt me anymore. Just do what I tell you to do. All right, so let's move this boombox down because if I do that, I'll be able to take advantage of the other colors, like this yellow, and start doing some stuff here.
Based on the thickness of the books, what year do you think they were written?
They're art books. That's what I think. And so I've been looking at the sketchbook, which brings us to the long list of kind of streams that we want to have, Tom. So there's a 300-page sketchbook that you can buy on Amazon. It's fat and thick, and I have one of those, but it doesn't belong to me. It's the Mad Pencilers. He left it in my studio one day. He never picked it up, and I still have it. And so it's super thick. It's fat. It's big. It's a regular size sketchbook, but it's fat. And so I want my own. I was like, But if I buy one, I want to like do an exercise where I draw on it every day, 1 page per day for like a year or something like that, But I already have a ton of stuff to work on, and I was like, eesh, if I buy it, I'm gonna feel like I'm wasting my money because it's just gonna sit there. So I really want to no, and then I got other things that I could be drawing instead of that stuff projects that I owe to myself. Anyways, yeah, but that's the kind of vibe I get off of these big fat books. Like, these fat books are filled with art. There's art in them.
Speaking of which, when we got on the phone last week, the first thing I did was go into my pile and bust out the biggest sketchbook I had, which was the 18 by 36, to have a conversation with you. I felt it was appropriate.
Yeah, that's where you write your notes. And
for our discussion, I did.
Yeah, that's how I feel. Like, sometimes I have a mood for a particular type of art, and so I have a sketchbook for it. And so I had a sketchbook for ink drawings. I had a sketchbook for pencil drawings. I have a sketchbook for Aztec artwork. I have a sketchbook for skulls. Yeah. Man, sketchbook.
The kick out of watching everybody do Inktober, the pen and ink drawings, where they do one drawing a day and go through their sketchbooks for that.
Yep. So in last year, for the month of October, I did finish one of my ink sketchbooks all the way through, because I was drawing every day and streaming every day. So if you go through my Vector Maestros YouTube channel, you'll see that I was posting every day, going live every day for like an hour or so, drawing traditionally.
Yeah, that was fun. I want to do that again. That was awesome.
You have another YouTube channel?
It's called Vector Maestros. And I don't see it here. It's in my link tree.
I'll go look for it.
Yeah. Vector Maestros. And so that was like a good exercise in traditional, and I love pen and ink. Oh my God. Well, I love pencils. I love markers. I love pens and
rapidographs.
Oh yeah. But and then the joy of discovering new drawing utensils, and because I found a brush. I'll buy random brushes wherever I'm at, and then later on you're trying it, it's like, oh, this is good, and we're living in the age where you just do a quick search on Google or Amazon and you'll find it, instead of trying to remember, where did I buy this? Where was I? Because in any state, any traveling that I ever do, and we haven't traveled recently, but at least twice a year, the wife and I would be gone. Thank you, Tamika, for dropping the link to Vector Maestros. That's the website. And there'll be a link from that website to the YouTube channel. But wherever,
I found it.
Oh, cool. Whenever we travel, I have to stop at the art store. Like, I have to stop. It's like, there's got to be an art store in this town. there has to be an art store. The artists have to live around here. There's got to be an artist or two somewhere. And so we'll stop and I'll buy something. And so then when you finally get around to using it, then you're like, where was I when I bought this? I don't remember. But that's it. If you read the name of the package or the side of the pen, you're like, oh, okay, let me look that up. Boom, Amazon's like, hey, well, we sell a pack of 5 of these. I'm like, all right, well, I guess I'll get a pack of 5. That never happens to anybody.
Always got to stop at the art store. Can't pass one without walking in.
Yep. Yeah.
Man, I'll be in Walmart and grab it. If it's gonna work for me, I'll take it.
Yep. Yeah. And I'll walk through those aisles looking at all those markers and pens and like, yeah, I want you in my house, but I already have like a ton of those. And I haven't done nothing with it. And so you guys are going to have to chill here.
That's when you pick a pen that you think you like and you bust out that little white pad that they have there and you throw up a couple tags.
Get it out your system. You just get it out your system right there. Yeah. Yeah.
I do that Blix every time I go. That's awesome. Yeah, they got the paper right there. Just go for it.
You're like, yeah, so you get it out your system. You're like, I wonder what that feels like if I were to draw with that. And so you draw now. All right, let me draw it now. That was all right. That's cool. Cool. Well, let's put that $10 marker back. Now that I tried
and then you grab the $14 gold paint one, throw up a quick tag, and you're out.
And I'm out. I never thought about that, Tom. That's good. It's
the little things in life.
Yeah, that's right. That's funny. Just throw up the tag real quick. I have a friend of mine who does that in real life. He always has a marker with him, and you can't hang out with him because he's gonna leave a mark somewhere. And it's like, dang man, we can't do that here. Like this is other people's stuff. He doesn't care. All right, well, I wasn't here with you. I don't know you.
And I had a friend in the art store. If he couldn't buy the sketchbook, he would open it. He would open the book and just inhale it. He'd bring it up to his face and just inhale the smell of the book. He loved it.
Yeah.
You know somebody like that?
Me. Yep. I rub my fingers on the paper like, what does that feel like? Yep. That's the one thing about traditional still that is like, it's very sensory. I don't know how to even use that word, but it grabs your senses. You know, the way paper feels, the way the pencil, the marker, the brush, you know, it feels in your hand, the paint, the wetness of the paint, the texture of the paint.
It's got that new car smell, bro. It does for artists.
Yeah, that's right. Yep. It's like it creating the art of creating the action, the act of creating. It uses up all of your senses. The smell, like it was right. The smell, the feeling, your eyes, the way the pencil sounds on the paper. So there's your ears. Like all of that. Yep.
That's interesting.
Because what do you do in your shop, Arasamine? I know.
That's why I'm saying that's interesting, is because it's the same. It's everything you just said there. It's like, oh, it's the same thing. But for me, it's that plus it's how a blade goes through a certain kind of wood. It's the smell of olive wood when you cut it. It's the way glass behaves. And so it's that same thing. It's that connection to what you're doing it's very freeing and so yeah, I totally everything you're talking about, that plus interacting with these other materials. So it's like, oh, I went to all this trouble to create this badass design. And that's just chapter 1 of the story, or that might be chapter 1 through 5. And guess what? We're gonna put it on something, and that's gonna be a whole nother story.
Yeah. Yeah.
Buckle up. Let's do it
Mhm.
up. And so yeah, that's a great point. I was saying.
Yes, that's true. Yeah. So the more stuff you have to play with, from the moment you begin, it looks like one way. By the time you're done, you done took it through different levels. That is this whole different other thing, and I can see that. Like to you is a scrap of to us it may look like a scrap of wood, but to you is like, wait a minute, if I do this and do that and then take it to this machine and that machine, at the end is this beautiful thing of artwork.
Oh, well, it's actually like just what you talked, that scrap is probably a pen or pencil I'll make out of it. But yeah, I could inlay a design into that that is one of your drawings and just make it something that you'll walk around with and sketch off of, you know?
Right. Yes.
So yes.
Oh, you just gave me an idea. What? You can make my pencils? You can make me a pencil? What?
Oh, man. Actually, I make this badass artist pencil. It's a big graphite. I use it in the shop a lot. But I've had one friend who's, ever since he's seen it, he's been trying to steal that thing forever. Ever. And he's offered me like 50 or 60. Like, he keeps, and I'm like, dude, I'll make you one. And just every time he sees it, I know he's gunning for you. So it's all in good fun. But I'll send you a picture of it. I've got another kit that I can do. It's pretty sweet though. You might really dig it.
Wow. Yeah, I'm interested in that. That's cool.
And it's big and chunky. It's really cool because it's big and chunky. And in the cap is, and I take these really thick old pieces of graphite, but in the cap is a sharpener. And
what?
Yeah. No,
I need to see that. Okay, hold on, y'all. Let me
sick.
bring you my pencils. Hold on. That's crazy. Hold on.
Yeah, that's dope. Send me a picture. I want to see that.
Yeah, I will. When I hit the shop tomorrow, I'll totally and you guys can choose the wood, and I will totally hook it up for you.
I'm sorry. I know you were still talking, but I had a
no. It's all good. I'm feeling the electricity through the line, so I'm loving it.
These are my pencils.
Dang. Oh, nice.
That's when you
awesome.
you got to go all in on some art with this.
Oh yeah. It's big enough to club a seal with me. I love it.
Yes. And I don't know where I found these,
awesome.
But like I see them, and it's like, oh my god, like and they're used. I've used them for fun.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, of course. Well, all right. I will add to that because I make the art pencil, and then I've been making this other pencil. I'll send out. You guys might dig too. It's just tree branches that I stick some graphite in. Yeah, and they're pretty cool.
Nice. Yes.
We'll do some good giveaways, I think.
The brain is working. The brain is working.
I just like giving stuff. I like giving stuff away that I make that someone else will use. And the idea of that to me is like the closest thing to immortality, right? Every time you create something and put it in the world that someone else is into or will look at that and remember you or just whatever, it's like, man, that's kind of a cool thing. As much as I can do that, I'm always down to, you know?
Yes. That's super cool. Dang. Yeah, you speaking my language. I do like I like seeing art materials that are work of art themselves. You know, and somebody sat there and had to make it. It's like, yes.
Right.
Yes.
The balance of form and function, you know? It's one of those things I think Steve Jobs always he got about. It's not just about creating a computer or a phone. It's balancing the form and the function.
Oh yeah, that's true. Let's see what's happening here. What can I do? I'm a Trini through and through. Okay, Christina and Rastamine talking. Somebody posted a dog. Oh my god, that's cool, Christine. And there goes Tom. He posted on. So there's a whole lot of activity going on in the Discord. If you're not in the Discord, then I don't know what to tell you. Oh, RB is out.
Tell them how to get in the Discord, Dan.
Tell them how to get into the Discord. They don't want none.
Give
they
them
don't
the
want
secret.
none.
Let the secret out the hat.
There is a link here in the description of the video. I'm going to go ahead and copy and paste it. I think you can paste it. No. And I'm going to put it on the... let's see. Here we go. Boom. Paste. Done. So if you want to join the Discord, you can come on in. Join the Discord. Be part of the conversation. And because there is a lot of conversation happening outside of the chat that you don't get to see. And... you get to jump into the conversation just like Rastamine has, and Christine is banging on her keyboard.
Sorry.
It's all right.
I was gonna say something, and then I totally forgot.
Oh, okay. All right, it's all good. Jump in anytime you want to. You can just interrupt me. You can say, Dan, you get to talk the whole time. It's my turn.
What is it? We were talking about form before function, function before form. That's the ultimate argument, I guess.
Oh, okay. And I think art is the beauty of it all together.
You were singing the other minute. No, I sound like I'm out of it. Anyway,
all right.
You were singing before, but every time you go, I think of Casey and the Sunshine
like
Man.
it,
That's the way I like it,
They need to let us use all the music that already exists in any live stream, because somehow, some way, some of the revenue is gonna go into those who hold the royalties. So let us use the music.
But there must be a time limit on those, like 30 years or something.
Yeah, well, we're gonna be long gone by the time. Yeah, by the time the copyrights or
75 years.
How much is it?
It's either 99. It's either 70. I think it's 75, maybe 99.
Okay, so Casey and the Sunshine Band's not quite there yet.
Casey and the Sunshine Band has a rich history because they are from the Miami area, and all those favorite songs were recorded in studios around Miami. And I have friends who sat in as musicians, as engineers, and as mix board people, and have lots of stories. There's actually a great documentary on PBS, and I will find it, and I will share that link in the Discord. It's a really good documentary on the history of the funk and soul and disco that came out of Miami.
What?
That'd be fun. I saw him in Toronto way back when.
How was he?
Amazing. It was great. I like him.
I performed with him at a private party at an airport hangar in Miami for one of the bigwigs in Miami. And after he performed, they said, wait a minute, let's look at the other stage. We have a special guest. And they opened, we're in an airport hangar, mind you. It's all white. The floor is white. The setup is amazing. There's people hanging from the ceiling doing gymnastics and stuff at this event. And we look at the other stage, and the curtain goes up, and it's Prince and the Revolution.
Oh, wow.
And Prince went off for the next hour and a half, no phones, no nothing. What a jam.
Wow.
Oh, cool. What Steve and I were just talking about, was it the Stones that played a bar in Toronto one time, just surprised everybody?
Yeah. That's it. Yeah.
The good old days when they did stuff like that. Last time the Stones played here, I mean, the tickets were exorbitant, and it was at an old Army airfield. And my friend went, and the closest they could get to the gate was like a 3-mile walk.
Wow.
And then it was another 2 miles to the front of the stage. I think he said he caught the last 20 minutes of the concert.
It's like going to Six Flags. It's like going to Six Flags.
Yeah, I mean, it's...
You park in the next... Yeah.
It's at like an old Air Force like an airport in the middle of nowhere. So there's no buses that go there, and of course there's no parking there. There's nothing. So you walk.
Yeah.
I can live without that.
No, you missed out in the old days when they were in clubs.
We used to go to concerts all the time, and now that me and my friends are getting old, we don't need stuff. So we started buying concert tickets. Well, it's true, right? Like, you just don't want any more shit. You want clothes again for your birthday? Nah, So we started buying tickets to go see people, right? Last big one we saw, I went and saw Elton John. Well, there's nothing on now. Everything is stopped. And, it's fun to go out and do those things again.
That's true. Yeah. The wife and I, we go to there's a couple of music venues here in Atlanta. And yeah, that's what you do. You got the money, you buy the tickets, and you go. You go enjoy yourself. And right now we can't do it. We can't hang out with people. They don't like to wash their hands or sneeze in their shirt.
Well, we went and saw a couple of summers ago a Canadian band that we used to see all the time. That was the other thing. Canadian bands used to play at our high schools, right? So, again, Steve would know Lighthouse, right? Bit of a Canadian one-hit wonder. So we thought, okay, a bunch of us were together in the summer. We go see Lighthouse. They were playing at some local fair. And, two of them had canes and one had a walker. No lie.
What?
Like, just, well, I mean, they'd be like 80 now, man. And they put them down. They got on stage. They sang all the old favorites. We all had a great time. It was like an outdoor festival of some kind, right? I don't know where Steve disappeared to. He knows. I don't think Americans know Lighthouse.
No.
Okay.
I can't say I have. Tom, do you know who Lighthouse is?
No, I don't, but they sound fun.
I've heard the name before, but I'm not sure.
I think the only big hit they had was One Fine Morning.
Well, they sound like they're still rocking.
I'm about to look them up.
Rocking in their rocking chairs.
Damn. I like it. I love disco.
You on the front page. Party time.
Okay, no more singing.
No more singing.
Hey, Dan, how was the West Coast mix? Was it up to your standard?
Oh, I love it, man. I love it. Yes. And it's super cool that Snoop Dogg introduces the mix. That's kind of cool. Says your name and all that stuff. Were y'all hanging out together one day when you made them, you forced them to speak into the mic or what?
Yeah, I used to, when I went to meet with rappers, I would always have a mini disc recorder, a little square that fit in my pocket, and then I had this cool condenser $100 mic, and I always try to get a quiet moment so that I could get a drop that I could use in the future, and I try to keep it as generic as possible so the drops would work well into the future.
Yeah.
I strategized it.
Yeah, get that drop. Get
that drop.
That's how it was when Bone Crusher.
And like in the art business, how you have companies that send you product and pre-release stuff. When I was in the music business, I had up to 80 domestic labels and 20 Caribbean labels that all they did was send UPS and FedEx CDs, cassettes, vinyl records to my house daily. So I'd come home and there'd be a few packages, and then I'd go through, and that would be the new music that arrived from the record label representatives.
Wow, it's like Christmas.
Every day was like Christmas.
Yeah. Every day is like Amazon stopping at your house.
Yeah, this was pre-Amazon.
Yeah, I know. But that's what I did when Bone Crusher came by. He was picking up a couple paintings that I was giving him.
You got the drop?
And that's when I said, hey, man, would you say some words for me? He's like, yeah. He says, for sure, family. I was like, cool. That's how he talks.
Attention!
Yep. And so then I told him to say Artist King, and you're listening Artist King, you're watching Artist King. And it's like, yeah, boy. Ain't nobody got a Bone Crusher on their podcast. I'll tell you what.
I want to hear that.
You want to hear it?
Pull that up. Yes, I want to hear it.
Oh. Okay, we're going to do it. We're going to do it right now. And he is silly. He's a cool dude, though. He's super cool and a little silly. All right, let me drop this. There goes the cassette tape. We got a cassette. We had to have a cassette in the picture because there is a boombox. So there you go. All right, let's see. Display. Boom. There it is.
You got to have the pencil with the cassette to tighten it up.
Yeah. Yep. That's right. Sure do. All right, so YouTube. Where are you? YouTube. I think I have it in this computer too, but I'll find it on YouTube real quick. Art is King. There it is. I'm on the internet. Got somebody watching. Oops, that's not it. Art is King. That's my channel. I got several channels. All right, let's see if we go to videos, and it's a little ways back. I haven't used that intro in a while. Let me see. It might be in one of these. Hey, that's the year I started my podcast. Let me see. It's not Driving Artist. All right. Vlogmas 2020. Not there. Not there. What is? I forgot to look at the date. Let me see. This is. Oh, that's my little grandbaby. And let's see. Might be that one. No, not in there. I'm like, yes. Yep. With another. I swear to you, he's in here. That's
in
fine.
the meantime, I'll play the Snoop drop for you.
Play the Snoop drop.
All right, here's one of the Snoop drops.
First of all, I am the one and only, the man, the myth, the legend, Big Snoop D.O. motherfucking Double G. And this is the Time to Rock Show. And he is playing the best
man.
R&B. And I did cuss because I just don't give them.
Oh, Tom.
No curses there.
Yeah, there was a little bit in the beginning. We'll let it slide. We'll let it slide. That's old Snoop Dogg. All right, so there's Tamika back there. Look, there's Tamika. I don't know if Tamika's still around. There you can see yourself.
Where, over the shoulder?
Yep, back there.
I see her.
Yeah.
Chilling. Look at her, chilling.
You're listening to Artist King podcast, but say it in your voice. Give me some
Bone
power.
Crusher energy?
I want some power. Yeah.
All right, ready? Artist King podcast.
Art is king.
You're listening.
Art is King.
That's
Got
right.
you.
Not artist.
You're listening to Artist.
There's no audio?
Yo, this Bone Crusher. You listen.
Oh, you guys can't hear it?
Oh.
No. I'm sitting here enjoying myself. All right, hold on. Why not? Let me see. You guys...
Who is this, Dan?
This is Bone Crusher. Your voice, give me some
Bone
power.
Crusher energy?
I want some power. Yeah.
All right, ready?
Oh, you guys can't hear it because yeah. The people on the internet can hear it, but you guys can't. Let me see. How could I get y'all to hear it? Okay. Let me turn on this.
Bone Crusher's one big dude.
Mm-hmm. All right, let me change speakers.
Back in the 80s, some friends of mine, their friends opened up a t-shirt company, and it was the same little polo logo with the guy, but the guy is being flung off the horse, and the brand was called Get Off Your High Horse.
Here goes Bone Crusher now. That's it. Here we go. You're listening to Artist King podcast, but say it in your voice. Give me some
Bone
power.
Crusher energy?
I want some power. Yeah.
All right, ready? Artist King podcast.
Art is king.
You're listening.
Art is King.
That's
Got
right.
you.
Not artist.
You're listening to Artist King podcast.
Yo, this Bone Crusher. You listen to Art is King podcast. I'm there. It's wonderful. Prepare yourself for colorful, outstanding things.
Classic.
Love it.
That
And
was
now, the
nice.
last one is going to be you're watching the Artist King podcast.
All right. Yo, this Bone Crusher, and you're watching the Art is King podcast.
Audio gone again.
Beautiful.
That's fun.
That was awesome. He's so dramatic. That was awesome.
Yeah. And so yeah, I've been
That
using.
just made my day.
So now you know, Bone Crusher, and attention. Yeah, that dude gets down. All right. Thank you for that little break. Bragging a little bit. And how we doing? Oh, I got rid of my screen. Oh my God. The Behance. What happened to the Behance? All right. Let's see. Oh, we still good. Okay. Phew. All right. Little break. Bragging a little bit. All right. Cool. There he goes. All right. Good. Still working this guy. Yes, Ken. How are you? Still working. All right. So let's get to this. I did most of the colors. Oh, there's a couple of spots. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to quickly do some shading and then move into the into Illustrator on the desktop. Because that's where I'm going to do a whole lot of work. And I jump into Illustrator because then that's when I can do some gradients. I can do some shadows that look really cool. And I didn't have to do it this way. What I'm doing now, I could have just done this thing here. But sometimes you get caught up in the moment. There we go. Done, son. Yes, I need to finish. I'm good. I'm a freak some of these things out in Illustrator. And so the last thing here in Fresco is some shadows. And let's get a dark color. Turn down the opacity. Get my multiply. Boom. And now I can go like this. And I should have done... There are more layers than a wedding cake. That's right. I should have done some tattoos here and I didn't do that. So it's all right. I'll come back to that later. Right now, I need to finish this drawing to some point where it can be part of the overlays. And then when I have time, I go in and work on it some more. Do some more work. There we go. Boom. Bam. And see, by turning down the opacity and doing the multiply, it gives me like a certain look to the color. Well, that's not too bad either. Hard light, pen light. So I stick to multiply, but I like that orange combination. That looks cool too. Yeah, there's so much you can do. And I think that we should all experiment with our artwork in colors. You know, you draw a particular way. You have a particular set of colors you like working with, but, you know, spend some time just playing around with this and, what would it look like if it had a different combination of colors? And I think Monica does that very well. Like when she drew the lips and the hearts, and it's like you got different colors for the same artwork.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Although I was blown away when Tom did the Jaguar and he took out, I think it was the red or the blue. He did something on it. He showed me how to do it, and it was just like, whoa. It made it. It took it to a different level.
Yes, and that's the experimentation. Tom is the remix king. He will remix it. And so yeah, I think that's great to try those things out, so that then you see your artwork in like a whole nother light. Like, I didn't know we could do that. And so that's what I like to do sometimes, just experiment with some things. And then some days it's like, nah, we're gonna leave it this way because this is how I like it.
And then I find Dan, the man who releases and shares with us the open files, so we too can play with and color and remix his beautiful art. Thank you, Dan.
You're welcome, brother. But yeah, that's true. That's right. I do share it. I throw the file up in and sometimes on my Behance portfolio, sometimes in the Discord. And then that way, then you get a chance to, try it out also. Get to experiment. Experiment a little, live a little, share a lot.
Dan, we've had over 380 people come through. We're live on the front page of Adobe Behance, and we have 60 viewers watching from all around the world on Behance, and we're also live at the same time in the Discord chat, and you can join us there as well if you haven't yet. Also, Dan has just created a bunch of new, fresh stickers.
Yes.
So if you like stickers, there is also a link, right, Dan?
Yes.
Under the video, scroll down, and if you just leave your address, Dan will get around to sending out, and you will receive a little packet of Dan's original new stickers in the mail.
Free.
No
That's
charge.
right. That's right.
Free of charge. So please.
So
there's
there's
some friends. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, that's it. You got it.
Good.
So there's a link that says link tree, and then / the creative genius, and somewhere in that link tree you'll see the free stickers link, and or you can join if you're in the Discord or you join the Discord. There is a channel that has a link to the free stickers, and the channel is called Free Stickers. So there you go. It's all kinds of ways. All kinds of ways to get some free stickers featuring my artwork. Yeah.
Dan, we have some viewers asking in Chinese. They are asking what software was used to draw what you're drawing today.
It was Fresco. Adobe Fresco. And then I've been on Fresco the whole time for this drawing. It started as a sketch, and it slowly evolved to this, little by little. And it's taking me some time because I've done all of this live on Behance, every little bit of it. Yes, free stickers. That's right, free stickers. Come and get them. So now Christine got me saying, just for fun.
In the Behance chat with Vivian Brown.
Sorry, Tom.
Go ahead, Tom.
Oh, good. When Vivian Brown heard you did all this in Fresco, she said, lie.
Yep. Yeah. Can you believe it? And it's on the iPad. It's all on the iPad. And I got a big Cintiq sitting here in front of me, but it's just something about Fresco on the iPad. It has.
We need a drawing. You just mentioned an idea for an excellent drawing. Ready for this?
I'm ready. What is it?
Dan, the octopus man, and all his hands are working on the Cintiq, on a pencil, on the iPad, on the Surface.
I like that.
I love it, Tom.
Dang. Go ahead and get on it, Tom. We expect to see that drawing done tonight. No response. Tom ain't drawing that.
I fell off the chair laughing.
I like that idea, though. That is cool. Interesting. I have drawn myself with lots of hands before. And as a matter of fact, it might be in my Behance. Let me see if it's in my Behance. I've done, let me see.
Multi-handed Dan before?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, because when they start doing
Oh,
implants.
Nikki is checking in live from Buenos Aires, Argentina.
Buenos Aires. Awesome. Awesome. Bienvenida. Bienvenida. There's one. And I'm gonna find the other ones. One day we'll get to have implants, arm implants. And I'm gonna get some arm implants.
I got one for you, Dan. Ready?
Uh-huh.
Hold on. I got one for you. Hold on. I got one for you. This is one you like.
This is Big Shaquille O'Neal with DJ Tom the Rock. One day, old time classic. Hit me with that one right there. Go ahead, hit it.
Implants, arm implants.
Shaquille O'Neal, that's cool. Is that who it was?
The Big Shaq.
Yeah. I heard him say his name. Very cool, Tom. Tom knows famous people.
Not as cool as this one, Dan.
Hey, yo, check it out. This is P. Diddy, a.k.a. Puff Daddy, a.k.a. Sean John, a.k.a. News at 11. And you're listening to my man, Tom the Rock, on the Tom the Rock Show. Bad boy, baby, forever. And we won't stop because we can't stop.
That's what I use the mini disc recorder for.
Nice. I did this piece in Clip Studio Paint. It was called Mega Studio back in the day. And then what did it end up looking like? I did not like it, so it's not in my portfolio. There it is. It didn't come out the way I thought it was going to.
Can you zoom in on the character?
This is on as a draft, so it's not going to do anything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
that's good from here.
Yeah, that's it. And then I drew myself with lots of arms.
Yeah, that's what I was picturing right there, but on your pads, but same thing. Yeah. Real cool.
And then
the other one's like the Hindu goddess.
Yes, very similar.
Don't remember which one it is, Shiva or the other one.
Yeah, I couldn't tell you. And
both of these are awesome.
Thank you. So this was done in Adobe Illustrator on the iPad. And I wanted to do my style, but with the Minecraft look. So that's why you got that little blocky and shadows.
It's like Stonehenge.
Yeah. And so one of these got featured in the let me see, not this one. I got some feature artwork in the Illustrator app, and but I thought this was one of them. It's not. In any case, there it is. That's it. So yeah, and I have other ones. I don't know where they are. I've drawn other ones of myself with lots of arms. I like that idea. I want some extra arms. That's not a bad thing to want extra arms. Like Doc Ock from Spider-Man. Anybody want some extra arms?
No, because then trying to find clothes that fit with extra arms is going to be rather difficult. So no, thank you.
Is that right? Is that where your mind goes?
Yes, you need a proper wardrobe. Your arms are going to get cold.
Oh, Lord. They're going to be made out of metal. Not meat arms, but I don't know, robot android arms. Yeah. No, still no.
No, because then it gets too heavy. Think about it. I mean, unless you find like some super, super lightweight material. And then the maintenance, and then imagine like going to sleep in that.
You never sleep.
Try going to sleep with. Going to sleep with 8 arms.
That's right. Yeah. How do you lay down, huh? I guess you gotta like a spider. Put your arms out.
Yeah, the practical aspects here. Right?
I just want to draw with lots of arms.
So if they were detachable, that'd be different, though.
Oh, I never thought about that. I always thought that I had to live with them.
No, you can if you can find a way of making them detachable, then it's totally worth it.
Okay. In that case, I'll do it. I'll do it that way. Yes, I like that idea.
Then you'll be like, oh, this one will grow back as an eraser tool.
Like Edward Scissorhands, but with pens
like
and markers.
Wolverine.
Like Wolverine. Oh my
Yes.
God. Oh my God. You guys are so crazy. Thank you for indulging me in my craziness.
Might be rubbing off on some people. You need a warning at the beginning of the show.
Yeah, right. Yeah, shenanigans, art and
Walking
shenanigans.
around in my brain for too long, you might start to think that way.
Dang. Oh,
I think
Dari.
Rasta was wondering what was in that cup that you keep drinking.
Oh yeah. This is a Jarritos. It's a tamarind flavored soda. Mm-hmm.
Ooh, that's my favorite. That
Yes.
is my favorite.
Yes.
That is my favorite.
It's so
Yes.
good. It's so good.
People don't understand unless you're Latino, Latina.
Yeah.
It's so
I've never
good.
heard of a soda, but I know tamarind.
Yeah. It's good. Go to the Mexican stores.
We have them out here too. Yeah, they're good.
Mm-hmm.
What's it called?
Jarritos.
Jarritos.
The brand is called Jarritos. And it has a little jar looking thing.
How do you spell it with J?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Jarritos. Cool.
Jarritos.
They also have an orange soda that is delicious.
Yeah, they got different flavors. Yep, they sure do.
And a watermelon.
A watermelon.
Watermelon, and then there's the Jamaica, which
yeah.
That one's my other favorite.
That's a favorite. Yes, Jamaica's good. And then the one that nobody buys is the pineapple.
Yeah, I barely ever see anybody carry that because no one buys it.
Yeah.
They do have it in Miami, though. It's right next to the orange and the tamarind.
And they probably...
Pineapple tends to be really sweet.
Tangy. That's for the alcoholics. So you can mix your drink. All right, I'm getting my Cintiq here together, organized, because I want to jump into Illustrator on the desktop. And so that's my Cintiq right here, y'all. Look at it. Look at it. Look at it.
Looks like my flat screen TV.
Yeah, it's huge. This thing is big. There it is.
Wow.
Oh, I love it. All right. So now that I'm in Illustrator, so all I had to do was export from Fresco to Illustrator desktop, and it's here, just like that. Just like that. Let me save it as a copy. Let's go with full color, because this one's going to be full color. Bam. Oh, that's the wrong place. Do it again. Save as DTM full color. And this one's just the art. DTM and art. There it is. And I'm going to find the folder for it. Sketch and chill screens. There it is. Save it. Okay. As an Illustrator file. Boom. Got it. Let's get rid of that background image layer. All right. Where is my shadow? It's right here. There's my shadows. There it goes. There it goes. And, so I didn't finish my shadows. So let's go ahead and finish it now. Because I can go faster in Illustrator. I can work a lot faster here in Illustrator. There you go. So let's go like this, like that. Bam. Nice. And let's go like this. And faster because it's all about dropping anchor points. Boom. Nice. All right. Let's do some anchor points here. Anchor points there. You get an anchor point. You get an anchor point. And you get an anchor point. All right.
Anchor
Dan,
points.
can you
anchor
zoom us in
points.
a little closer to see what you're doing?
I could.
Oh, there we go. Thank you.
You're welcome. But it's I'm moving pretty fast, so it's and there's no way to do the touch the way I was doing it on the iPad. So you kind of just gonna see things happening, but not see that little highlight like I had it before. Oops, let's go here. Boom. So let's go. Let's go there, and there it is. Boom. Nice. Let's go here. Do something to the beard. Uh-oh. I did not disconnect here. Boom. There we go. Do the beard. Nice.
Wasn't Redbeard a pirate? Am I mixing?
I like doing it reddish, but it's not going to stay that red. All right. So there it is. So I just kind of oh, no, I'm not done yet. I need more. And this part here looks like a kid's drawing for real, don't it? Jeez. It's all right. And then, where is my brush? There it is. That's the brush. So, new layer. And let me try that. Yep, there it is. That's a good brush. I like that brush. Let's make it thinner. Can I make it thinner? It's at 5 point. Let's go 4, 3. Let's go 3. Got it. Zoom in a little bit and let's go like this.
You like big brush, but you cannot lie.
That's right. I like big brushes and I cannot lie. And then this side is going to go like that. Boom. I mean, Illustrator is amazing. It's super amazing. And I'm just drawing.
All right, I finished the sketch of Jack Jupiter. I put it in the.
I saw it. It's already in there. And the work in progress?
Yeah. So each character will have 2 outfits. Well, at least the good guys. I'm not gonna do that for the bad guys. But you notice how you watch a cartoon and they always wearing the same old clothes all the time. Well, I want to have them both have 2 different outfits. So I don't know, but just because they get tired of seeing them wearing the same stuff. I mean, Scooby-Doo is a perfect example.
Don't mess with Scooby-Doo. That's amazing, Adari. He looks really good. And whatever you did on the armor, it looks a lot better this time, less curvy.
You watch your mouth about Scooby-Doo.
Don't mess with Scooby-Doo.
Oh, I don't. It's watched in this house.
Dan, cool. I did those pirate T-shirts for a client last year, and they finally got them printed this week. I'm going to post a couple of the photos right now in Discord.
Nice. Yeah, I like seeing things that end up in the physical world. Kind of like my beers, the beers that I design. It's like you see them later, you're like, whoa, that look good. It's like, I didn't know I could draw like that. But good job, Odari. El Chupadari.
Gracias.
I saw it, and that's different. I don't think anybody is doing that. Where their characters dressed have different looks and styles.
Anime does it, but American cartoons not so much.
Everybody in the Expanse wears the same stuff the whole time.
You in space? What you gonna do? Go to dry cleaning?
Yeah, you go to Target. Don't they have Targets in space?
Captain Kirk wear the same clothes all the time. And they on that big old ship. So I don't never see anybody wash clothes or go to the bathroom.
Star Trek do have different uniforms. They have their fancy dress ones too.
Yeah, you're right.
And then they have the ones that when they go, they're casual wear when they go on vacations.
Yeah, you're right.
See?
My favorite outfits though are Wrath of Khan outfits. Those were the best ones in Star Trek.
Which one?
The Wrath of Khan era when they all wore red. Those outfits were more believable than the tights they used to wear.
Khan. Wrath of Khan. I thought you were talking about Shaka Khan. Like what? She was wearing what?
Shaka Khan could have been in the movie. They were the 80s.
Might have been.
I forgot the little shadows here. All right. We're almost done with this piece. How long have I been on? 2 hours. So that's pretty good. It's pretty good. It's all right. Got that. Cool. Go back. All right. Let's see. So now it's time for some crazy stuff. Let's see. Save it. Control S to save. All right. Got it. Alt, click, drag. Let's lock that one down. Let's turn it off. Select this one and put a gradient on it. Anybody ever watch Portlandia? Put a bird on it. Nobody watched Portlandia. Put a bird on it.
I watched a few seasons.
It used to be
the first
funny.
couple of seasons. It was, yeah, it was. The start of it was good.
Steve, you're still with us.
I was having mic problems. It just disappeared on me. I was monkeying around trying to see what was wrong, and I did the old turn it off and turn it on again, and away it goes. What do you know?
It worked. All right, let's
damn thing.
Turn this up. Turn me up. Let's go a little higher. All right, so it's the wrong direction. Let's go here. Yeah. Okay, so some of it looks okay. Some of it looks okay. Yeah, it's a little bit of gradients there. Playing with the eyeballs. I don't like this so much. So let's combine all of that together. There you go. So it's okay. It's not the greatest. But let me turn that down some. There we go. Come on. Okay, let's select this and cut it up. Sometimes if you want to see some texture in your shadows and it's not like a plain shadow like this, then cut it up. There you go. Bam. And use the knife tool. The knife tool is your friend. Just think of Crocodile Dundee. That's not a knife.
This is a knife.
That's right.
That's a knife. I don't know. Illustrator is the death of me. Don't even talk to me about the knife tool.
It's awesome. Oh my god! Once you figure it out, you're like, "That's it." Is this it?
I haven't tried again since I got it back again, but I did give it the good old try there. I tell you.
Well, what we need to do
every inch of the way.
What we ought to do is get on Discord one day and we just explore Illustrator at your pace. What do you think about that?
Yeah, I'll have another go at it. I think getting the tablet will help.
Oh, okay.
Because you can't do any of that stuff with a mouse.
You can do some things. Yeah, not everything. Yeah,
No funciona muy bueno.
No muy bien.
No funciona.
No funciona. No trabaja bien. No trabaja bien.
I agree, Dan. Everybody that I've encountered, everybody is kind of nervous with Illustrator, and it's like riding a bike once you learn it. And I couldn't think of a better person to explain Illustrator than you, because I just jump on it and do what I do. But I think you do a better job at explaining it.
Yeah, I'm not really good at riding a bike either. So I think what part of the problem was I learned Photoshop first. And you learn how to do all these things in Photoshop, and when you switch to Illustrator, they put everything in a different place and they make it work a different way.
Right.
It's just not the same.
No, it's not the same, and it can't be the same.
Yeah,
It'll
so you
never
try
be the
and
same.
do things the way you're used to on Photoshop, and it doesn't want to work.
Right. We can hear
I was forced to learn. Yeah, I hear the TV too.
I suppose congratulations. First off, you got.
But I was forced to learn vector in Illustrator because I was in the t-shirt business. But I used Photoshop first. But through time, I've learned to use both.
I mean, not Tom, but Steve.
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 Yep, I see it. Sorry. Hang on.
Flog them with a wet noodle.
We're going to have to take your TV away from you.
Do we flog people in here?
Only if they pay us. So go ahead. Odari. You said that. Go ahead. Go back to what you were saying.
Well, it's like I said, I started with Photoshop back in the early 2000s, and I was doing album covers. I was doing music in the late 90s, and versus people getting their stuff drawn, I would take photographs of people before the smartphone era, and then load it in a computer and add all the words, and it's all Photoshop. It was great, and then the t-shirt business demanded vector work, and that's when I started learning Illustrator, and I used both and combined the two and came out with great results. So it's like. It's if you know Photoshop and you jump into Illustrator, eventually you will learn it. And just like with Fresco, I was frustrated with Fresco, and now it's like I can't get away from it. So it's a process.
It is.
I heard
Fresco was I just walked right into it, and I could do 10 times more than I could after a couple of months of playing with the Illustrator. So
well, that's the thing though. It's like. It's different things for different projects. And, when a client calls me for certain things, I'll have to jump to Illustrator. If you want a crispy clean logo, I got to jump to that versus drawing on Fresco with it.
Right.
Especially like big corporations, they want that crispy clean, no caffeine. So I got to give it to them.
Crispy clean, no caffeine.
But you know what I mean? It's like if I'm doing a logo for AT&T, they don't want a Fresco look. They want Illustrator. You know what I mean?
Oh, for sure.
So you have to learn, and it's like doing Illustrator on a desktop is so easy, and my grandchildren could do it. Once you get into the flow, it's when you learn the basics, it's just like working Photoshop on.
I'm trying.
Yeah. Yeah. Let me go back to this thing. I haven't even looked at Behance. I'm sorry, you guys. I have not responded to anything. Anybody said, good night, Tamika. Tamika's out. Hey, guys, calling me for girls are calling me from many time to watch Corey Kenshin. What is that? Is that a show? I'm going to have to check it out. Love that show. Rachel Rawson. You guys talking about other stuff. I'm at the cup. Love the monsters. What's going on? What's going in the cup? Oh, man. And good morning. Wherever you are coming from, it must be morning. Awesome. Welcome. All right. Sorry. I got sidetracked over here listening to Odari and Christine. And I forgot that there was people on Behance. It's all right. So listen, Christine. You gotta have to just get over yourself. Just get over yourself and say, you know what? Okay, well, let's see why they call this thing layers in Illustrator this way, and why do they call it layers this other way in Photoshop? Okay, cool. And once once you get the hang of it, you're like, all right, cool. I'll roll with that, and then move on to the next thing, and slowly you're like, oh, okay, and you start mastering it. Before you know it, you'll be teaching us to some stuff. You're like, okay, here's what I learned, guys. Yep.
That's true.
Yeah. That's how it was with
we'll give it another go.
Yeah,
I haven't touched it in probably over a year and a half. But at that
Best
time,
thing to
I
try
did
is,
give it the old college try. I tried very hard. I watched tutorial after tutorial, and I did it step by step with them. And I think I made a thing that looked like an oval with two arms.
Mm-hmm.
Dan, we have two guests checking in from China on Behance, and one is saying very nice, and the other saying good morning from
nice.
Beijing.
Nice. Welcome. Welcome. Well, Monica says, I struggle with both, so don't feel bad, Christine.
Photoshop, I don't mind.
Yeah.
Try a couple of the DCCs, Christine, from the Adobe Live. Just pick any one.
Yeah,
the ones that Paul's doing now. And just, they're all on repeat now anyway, so you can just keep hitting the space bar and pausing every time they show you something. And give it a go.
You told me about Jesus. Is it Jesus Ramirez? So I was watching his, and that's the technique to turn the dog into a cartoon there that I did. Okay. I've been having a ball. I can do that all day.
Right.
Nice.
That's great. Oh, Jesus is great, or Jesus as he prefers to be called.
Jesus, yeah, I should know. That's my father is Jesus Manuel. I should know this,
Yeah, you don't want to be shouting out, "Thank you, Jesus, thank you." The whole time you're
Jesus.
Thank.
He is good though. He knows everything about he's like a Photoshop surgeon. He can tell you about every tool, every trick, every shortcut.
And I love Terry White. I've been watching him for years, but he's definitely more the photography stuff. So for the graphic side of it, I've picked up a few things. But you see, it's like, watch that, and okay, I got this, and I'm just turning everybody into cartoon characters. I'm having a ball.
No, it's fun.
Do it. Well, there you go. So there is also a place on Behance where you can follow daily challenges and try them.
Yeah,
I have to start doing those.
There's a few people that do them on the regular. There's Paul's doing them now, but he doesn't usually do Illustrator. He'll do Photoshop, but he's pretty good with Illustrator too.
Yeah,
but then you got guys like the Hawk.
Yeah.
Yeah, Andrew
Paul said
Huckroll does them. His stuff is
He's going
fun.
to do something in Illustrator, go back to it or something. So I gather he did. When this course that I'm right smack halfway through a course, and when that's done, I'll have more time to do.
That's true.
So taking.
And there's a couple of ladies that do them too. There's Julia. She's the Ukrainian girl, and she does a lot of the Illustrator ones too. And her projects are really fun. They all build to something. Like you get to the end of 2 weeks and you've made a little project, like a presentation or whatever.
Yeah.
So you can
I
see
like
it.
the
You
one
can see
Kathleen's doing with the stamps.
Yeah, that's a good one.
That's
She's
one that
really
I
good
would
with
have fun
Photoshop.
doing.
Awesome. Very good.
There you go. Somebody, what does that say? Somebody said, Agil says, think big. And Monica says, yes, I need to learn enough of both to get stuff done. And then learn some
you do
more.
need both.
Yeah, you do.
Need both. And actually, to go along with that too, After Effects is a lot of fun, eh? So I've done stuff in Photoshops and then gone and done a couple After Effects.
Oh, yeah, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, I turned a simple picture. I might even have done it in Illustrator into looking like knitting, and that's all done with After Effects. A little of this and shove this way and move that way. And
you got skills.
It's good fun.
Sounds like you got skills.
I I can't remember who did it, but it was somebody on the Australian one from before they came on to becoming a regular part of Adobe Live, and it was he took just a still photograph, and it was a black and white one. And it was a guy standing in front of a big wall of what looked like neon lights, but because it was black and white, you couldn't tell they were on or not. Then he put it into After Effects. And then he spent about maybe 10 minutes just picking colors and whatnot for the various lights, different colors. And then he, the off and on thing, and one of them flickered the whole time, and then one of them would be on for a minute and then off again. He just turned the whole thing into this amazing neon glowing thing. Mm-hmm. And then I said, I must learn how to use this program.
Mm-hmm. So did you figure it out? Did you learn?
Getting there. I got to spend more time. I'm halfway there. I can monkey with it and get some stuff to work.
Nice.
But I'm not. I wouldn't call myself a pro at it. I'm sort of beginner, intermediate.
That's how I am. That's how I am with Adobe Animate. It's like, oh man.
Yeah, lucky chimpanzee, I think is what I am. Just following along.
Well, what it sounds like is if we have just enough on Animate and After Effects, it sounds like you put it all together. We got a whole little project there.
For sure.
Because I do quite a bit with After Effects myself, and so especially importing vector graphics and stuff, that could be kind of fun. And I've been getting into Animate a lot.
Oh, really?
Cool.
Nice.
Well, I've been getting into it in the idea that I just checked it out and started working with it last week, where I saw, I spend enough time with it, like, oh, I see what we can do here, and I started designing my own puppet.
And
cool.
And just from that point, like the biggest thing is I wanted to get to a point where I had a template for the puppet where all the layers are exactly where they need to be, and I was kind of pushing out that workflow, but then I started with the live stream thing. But I really would like to push a little on that, because I just saw the possibility, especially with live streaming. It could be fun.
Oh, yeah.
You can draw up some characters and see if we can animate them up, put them all in a room, and have some fun.
Yeah, I played around enough to animate my character, and very ugly and rough. It's not nowhere near anything that should exist in the open yet, but it gives me hope that, like, okay, I just need a little extra time, a few more hours.
Yep, right.
If I just have a few more hours, because it's some tedious stuff, man. But then you see the work pay off, you're like, whoa, it's real.
Oh, wait. You know what I was just thinking about? That's Animate, and that does, well, with the overlays and stuff you can put on, it doesn't take as much time. But the thing I was pushing hard into was a character animator as well. It seemed you could get up and running a little faster, and it didn't give you as much as the actual movement and stuff. Like if you wanted to have some people running across a field waving swords, you probably do that in Animate. But what I saw was the power of just what you could do with Character Animator relatively quickly to get. And I was thinking, oh man, you could get something going and film most of the scenes pretty easily through Character Animator.
Yes.
Cool.
Sort of a beginner question. When you're talking about overlays, what are you referring to specifically?
Who are you asking?
Anyway, you said, oh yeah, I could use overlays or something, but what are you really talking about?
Meaning the overlay is not going to. The overlay is the layer on top, and it has holes punch out. In Dan's case, in this example, he has rectangles punch out, and his everything he wants to present is underneath that, so that it's masked in that rectangle.
Right. So this thing he's drawing there now, the two white areas are
blank.
And the picture's going to overlay what's coming through behind it, right?
Right.
No,
it's going to be like a frame.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
That's it.
It's kind of self-explanatory, but I didn't really know specifically what you're referring to. So
yeah, but I think Rastamine was saying something about overlays, but it had to do with animation, which is something different.
What I was just talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah, what I was talking about was just being able to animate, say, have your characters that you draw its face pop onto your live stream like this, and basically be able to say something or say, hey, join us on Discord or whatever. You can kind of create that same kind of overlay and load it into OBS, and do that kind of stuff too.
Yep.
Which I thought, what a great place to start, at least.
Yeah.
Small little stuff like that.
Yeah, a lot of artists do that. They do have animated overlays, and and they have little messages, and their characters come into the frame and they say something.
Right.
Yeah, man. Oh my God. Yeah.
Right, and I've noticed they trigger those with those. So I just thought, oh wow, that's kind of cool because you could have them deliver some of the little stuff that you need to kind of get that info you need to get out there, like the Discord server.
No, I got Tom. I don't need that.
Oh, that's
Tom. Tom will jump in after he had his coffee, and then he'll say something.
That's awesome.
That's right. I had to play with Character Animator for about 10 minutes or so. It's pretty good. Just using the default creatures that are in the program already. You just pull one up and you stick it on the screen, and then you turn your camera and your mic on.
Right.
And just keep staring into the camera, and away you go.
Yep.
That's what I was saying. I got up and running in like 5 minutes. I was like, oh, I see the power here. This is really cool.
Yeah. It's fun.
And then you hit a button and it pushes that character's face over to Illustrator. You make modifications and save it, and it pushes you right back. You see the mods there in real time. It's really cool.
Yeah, it is.
So, yeah, there's that.
There you go.
Man, that's tight, bro.
Okay.
When you gonna use that on?
I'm gonna do it right now. I'm gonna use it right now.
Yeah. Man. Now that you got the color and everything, too,
it's popping.
It's awake. It's alive. I'm liking that a lot.
You gotta add the highlights and the shadows and all that stuff. All right.
Yeah, you gotta get nasty like we do.
And Monica, I've seen Adobe Medium people use Adobe Medium to draw, and I want to use it too. Oh, what is this? Oh, no. I want to, but you gotta do the VR thing when you do that, and that, man, oof. You gotta have that thing in your head. 220, 1140.
The guy I watched doing the demo of that at Adobe Max, he was so stoned. It was so funny to watch. I should be able to remember his name because it's one of those unusual names, like a stage name or something. But he was all dressed in yellow, and he put the VR headset on. Then he put the things on his hands, like he had I don't even know what they were. They were just something on his hands that he could make the cursor kind of roll around in 3D.
He went Johnny Mnemonic.
Wow. Oh man! And then he was trying to explain himself with what he was doing, and then he caught a glimpse of himself in the mirror, and he just started laughing, and you could tell how wrecked he was. It's really funny.
Wow. Yeah, he went Johnny Mnemonic. I can't mess with
I went to see if I could find it again. I got to see this again, and they took it down. They took it off the Max thing. I think the managers had a look at it and said, "Well, we can't have this out there. This guy's having too much fun."
I have a Fusion 360 camera. Have you ever seen any of those?
I've seen them. I want one. I want one.
I have one, and so if anything, I can always send you some footage, some fun. But one of the cool things is
you can send me some cameras. No, I'm just playing.
One of the cool things about it is the footage is pretty sweet, but when you put it on an Oculus Rift and actually go and relive the footage through that, it becomes really cool. Other than I found out you should be sitting in a chair because you will run into stuff, but you can spin around and go right back to where you took that picture and be in that world.
Wow.
It's pretty cool.
Wow.
Yeah, I got trouble doing that in reality. I don't need nothing.
Right.
I wish they saved that guy's presentation, man. It was so funny. I was just sitting there laughing, going, "Somebody's going to cut this guy off," but they didn't. He got his whole presentation in.
I say, what good is cake if you can't eat it?
There you go.
Exactly. Well, I've been sitting there watching like 3, really serious presentations. And this is what you do over here, and then you do this, and then click this and put that there. And then this guy comes on, and it's like, there's something up with this guy. Watching him giggling away and putting all this gear on, the VR glasses and stuff. I said, okay, here we go. This will be funny. And sure enough, it was funny. But it made me want to learn how to use it. It's Arrow, which is really good.
Let's see. So now I'm fixing the artwork. 1080 to 1080. Oh, come on. That's not right. That's the wrong thing. Image size. There we go. 1080. So let's make it 1090 because I think there's something wrong with this file right now. Okay. And then let's zoom in. 1920. I think my 1920 is off. Canvas size. Pixels. 1920. 1080. And I'm going to end up trimming on the left. Okay. Proceed. Thank you. So now I know this is 1920 by 1080. Save as. This is going in the OBS. Hit OK. Boom. I just resized the image because it was way too big. And now check this out. You guys are gonna see some behind the scenes type of stuff. So this is me inside Inception happening right now. All right. So basically, that's me right here on the left. That's me. Ooh.
And you keep going and going and going to infinity.
Yeah. And then this is the picture that you get to see on the right hand side. Oh, there's the iPad stuff on. Let's see, turn it's right there. There's the iPad stuff. I don't know why it's still there, but whatever. Let me delete it. This is DTM overlay art. What was that? Okay, this is the one that I did on Saturday that was off. It doesn't work. Remember? It doesn't work. What's up, Gary? If I were to open that AI file on my computer, the fire brigade would have to be on standby. I get it. Yeah. So now you see how I fit right here, right? Like, this is cool. Like, I'm okay right here, sitting down here. But then
I like
that area where the screen is not big enough. We need more room. So what I have done is redone the artwork a little bit better based on what I found here. So let's click on it. Boom. Okay. And so now here it is. Here's that screen, and I can size it a little tighter. And it doesn't look 1080 by 1920 because 1920 by 1080 so clean, so good because the screen that I'm using to show you all this on it's a little bit narrower, but it still shows you a lot more. Here I am, and let's zoom that. Let me make some more room there. Boom, there's that. And so now I can go back and then show you whatever it is that I'm working on, and it fits inside that window. And so this one's next. I'm not going to work on this one tonight because I've already been on for a while. But you saw my process of working with Adobe Fresco. And look, that's my area where you can see the work that I'm doing. And then there's me right here in this space talking to you. The colors are not quite there all the way because these colors are a little tighter and brighter. And this one's still a little faded. So I'm still going to keep on playing with it, still work on it. I think the line work colors are different also. And so the next things that I'm going to do with this file on a later date is use the color picker to start to recolor this overlay that I created to match some of the colors that I've already have. Or I make this match these colors. I'll let y'all
You know what I would do, Dan?
What you would do?
I'd only do one thing, and then make everything pop out from the window of what you're working on to all the pieces you created. I would just darken that back wall and the floor a little bit.
On the one I just finished?
If the back wall was as dark as the other panels you made, then everything else I think would pop out.
Yeah,
I think
it's
that would work well.
It's so much light coming from it. I think it's competing with everything else, the artwork, and then what's on the computer screen.
So
by going dark with the background and the floor, make everything else pop out.
Okay, I'm gonna play with it some more. I think that line work is too low. The tone is too low. That purple, I don't think that's enough. I don't think that's helping. Or maybe I changed the color in the back to not be purple.
Dark blue. How does that look?
Oops, wrong button.
We're just talking about it, though, right?
Yeah, we're just talking.
This for another time.
More stuff. Yeah, we gotta do more to it. And maybe I make that a little white. And I turn down the opacity. Now, this is this text. I dropped this text in Fresco. And here it is, and I can edit this text. It's still editable. That's crazy. That's crazy. I don't know if you guys paid attention to that, but there you go. All right. I know it's a little. I think there's also too much stuff because it's like what's above me is like it's so colorful that it distracts the eye from the stuff that you should be able to see in the canvas.
So what if you did a version where you take exactly what's here, but you were able to totally color it like we were looking at it in like a dark room with like a little LED blue or red light?
Yeah, I need to turn it down. Yeah, I need to tone it down, make it darker. Yes. Okay. All right. Well, there you go. That's that. I might add a light to the top right side, and then that creates that mood that you could. So some of the books will be darker because it's the dark side, and then versus some of the highlights and so on. I need to.
It's like the technique you would use to turn a daytime photo into a nighttime photo in Lightroom. Kind of like using those techniques.
Okay, and I might pop that into Photoshop and play with that. Yeah, why not? All right, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. But so far, we almost got one drawing done. So far, I hope everybody had a good time tonight, and hopefully, if you have some questions, we're gonna get to answer them. If you don't have any questions, thank you for hanging out. Do reach out, join the Discord, hang out, or check out some more of these videos that I have shared my artwork in. Some of the live streams, they're on Vector Maestros on YouTube. We have some art business discussions and resources on the Art is King YouTube channel. That's where you'll find that Bone Crusher intro. And if you want to know more about me and the stuff that I do, then check out that link that says Linktree, The Creative Genius, and there's a ton of stuff there that you can find more about me. In any case, thank you for hanging out. Big ups to everybody who was here and on the Discord, everybody who was here on Behance. And what is this? I think D just shared something. Flinner.
Yeah, check it out. This is good.
Some animation.
This has a backstory. This has a backstory. This is all done in Photoshop.
Wow.
It's animation. Check it out. Just hit play and watch it for a second or two. It's really cool.
I'm gonna do that.
We had a thing. We were doing something with the Australian guys, the Adobe Australia guys, and we were talking about favorite animals and favorite birds. And the manager, the guy who was hosting the stream, he just shouted out, "I like ducks." That was it. So Dee drew this duck, and it looks a lot like the guy Flynn. Mm-hmm. And I drew this duck kind of waddling along and being all cool and being a favorite.
Nice, very cool. And I see Odari sharing some artwork. I'm gonna check it out. There's a bunch of stuff here to look at on Discord. You guys are missing out. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Let's see what else we got. Some sketch together comments. Very cool. All right. Well, big ups to that voice you heard a second ago. That was Steve. Then Monica was here. Tom, Rastamind, Odari, D, Golden Rose, Christine, plus a few other people who already left for the night. Because in the East Coast, it's already dark. It's 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock. Today, I got up super early. I'm still up. I got to play with my computer. All right. Thank you to Tom, Odari, Vivian, Monica, Christine, Aggie, Gary. Is that right, Aggie? Did I say that right? I'm sorry. I think that's right. People with other names in other languages that I can't read. Sorry, I can't say your name. I don't know how to say it. Tamika, Rastamind, Leo.
Good night, bro.
Good night, brother. I appreciate you. Ken H, Nikki, Shari's. Underdressing design, or is that design? Is that supposed to be design? I don't know. Let's see. Who else did I miss out on? Will Cherry, appreciate you. Marco Santos, Prestonification. There was somebody with 4 names. Let's see who was that. There was.
What about the other 100? What about the other 749 guests we've had?
Well, thank you guys for being here. Oh yes, thank you guys for being here. You guys are awesome. Even if you didn't leave a comment or chat in the chat, that's all right. Leave a thumbs up. Put a thumbs up on it though. I found the 4-name person, Juan Camilo Sanchez Molina. Thank you for stopping through. Appreciate you. All right, you guys did awesome. Thank you very much. Another awesome and amazing live stream. We've gone for 2.5 hours. We're going to stick around and have more conversation on the Discord. You're welcome to join. The Discord link is in the description of the video. Until next time, which is going to be Wednesday. But tomorrow we have some experiments. We'll see how it goes. We're going to go live. We're going to have a conversation that has to do with art, the business, entrepreneurship, something. Tom has a list. We're going to get on with it. So check us out. Keep following. Make sure you follow on Behance so you can get the notification that we are live. And if you're in Clubhouse, let us know because we're going to have some conversations that you want to be involved in. I am Delta Tango Mike. Find me on the Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook, Delta Tango Mike. That is also the name of my website, Delta Tango Mike. Talk to you soon. Enjoy the rest of y'all evening, night, daytime, wherever you are in this world. And stay creative, all right? Talk to y'all later. Peace.
Thanks, Dan. You the man.
That's right. Thank you.